What's up? Getting stuck everywhere. What is going? Whoa. What is going on, my friends? Welcome to today's video. In today's video, we are talking about the importance of being a multi-dimensional human being. Casual title, casual video topic. Let's get into it. What is going on, guys? My name is Brian DaCosta of BrianDaCosta.com. Welcome back to the channel, whether you are a seasoned subscriber, whether you are new to the channel. If you are new, please consider subscribing, dropping a comment, dropping a like. All that stuff really does help out the channel in exposure. Today, I want to talk about the importance of being a multi-dimensional human being. And you may be wondering, like, what do you mean by that? Let's get into what I mean. So I'm gonna tailor this specifically to the fitness space, but this can also be tailored to any other life situation, any other career or focus. And this is something, I'd like to actually go into a story here to start out. When I was growing up, middle school, high school, I took career assessments to figure out what I wanted to do with my life. And I specifically remember Mr. Scalligan's class in 8th grade, sitting in Cheat Lake Middle School in West Virginia, Morgantown, West Virginia. I took a career assessment. Why they have 8th graders take career assessments is beyond me, but I took it, and the outcome was they told me that I should be mowing lawns for my career. So that was interesting, and I was like, no, not gonna do that. And subsequent to that, through high school, took additional career assessments, and I always had a negative feeling about these because I felt like I was being labeled, and I didn't really like any of the jobs that were listed there. Of all of them, I was like, I don't want to do any of this stuff. And move on to college, I ended up going into a career and studying a field that I ultimately did not fulfill me. Perhaps you can relate, perhaps you are in school and you're doing something that you don't enjoy. I went and got an accounting degree, also got a finance degree, and started in an accounting profession for 4 or 5 years, and really was unfulfilled. And I felt as though I had to do it. And this is from family pressure, I will say. This is from society pressure of, if you want to make good money, you've got to do something that's hard and that arguably you don't want to do. And I'm not sure where exactly this belief came from. I do believe it's just from society. And that's the means I operated under in my first, in college and getting out of college. And because of that, I was not happy. And I let a lot of things that really pleased me and made me happy in an earlier part of life kind of fall to the wayside. And that's really what I want to talk about in this video, guys. It's so important to be multidimensional, and more importantly, stay true to the things that make you happy and your hobbies. And this is something I see quite often in the fitness industry with men and women. It could, in fitness, you have a potential to become very one-dimensional. Only a fitness person, and that's it. And it's like, well, what else do you do? Do you go out with friends? Do you drink on the weekends? I'll say right now, I freaking go out, I drink on the weekends, I make bad decisions from time to time. I like to have fun, I like to travel, I like clothes, I like music, and as I open this video, it's kind of appropriate, I was playing guitar. When I was in high school, I was in a band. I wasn't a big, amazing band, we didn't do a world tour, but we played gigs. We went to a studio, we produced an album, I was the lead guitarist, and that was so fun. And in college, to make money on the side, I was a DJ. I DJ'd at multiple clubs and bars, and it was such a good time. And I really did let that fall to the wayside when I got out of college, and then when I started my accounting career, and even into entrepreneurship. I transitioned from being an accountant, sitting in a cubicle, doing something I didn't like, to doing something I love, which is educating people on health and fitness, how to lose fat, how to gain muscle, how to approach it from a sustainable way. Hence my program's called the Sustainable Transformation Blueprint. But I also noticed myself repeating that theme, repeating that pattern from a prior part in life of only being one-dimensional, not honoring the things that I like. The last 2 years, really minimally was into my hobbies, which is, for me, my main hobby is music. It's playing guitar, it is DJing, which I have a DJ radio music show on SoundCloud. It's where I put all my gym music. You can visit the link in the bio, shameless plug. I'm a SoundCloud DJ. Better than a hip hop DJ is that right? I don't know. I feel like I'm bottom of the totem pole, but it's fine. It's fun. I love to do it. I love to create mixes, and it kind of brings me back, and it gets me so into a zone and separated from fitness, from what I do as a career. And that's my message to you guys in this video today, is what is something that you can do? What is a hobby that you can dive into that is different from what you do day to day? I cannot express the importance of having something that you do day to day, maybe not every day, but at least, on a weekly basis, once a week, that you do it for no other reason than to just have fun. That's it. You derive pleasure from it simply from doing it. It can be going out, it can be simple stuff. It can be going out to eat with a friend. It can be playing video games. It can be knitting. It could be reading. But whatever it is for you, whatever's authentic to you, I'm asking you right now, pause the video if you need to, seriously, and ask yourself the question, what is my hobby? What do I like to do? And if you're sitting there like, I have no other hobby, I have nothing besides what I do for my career. And then I go home and I eat food and I watch TV. I mean, watching TV can arguably be a hobby, but it's not a very engaging hobby. That's my request to you. And again, as I say, I see so many individuals, especially in the fitness space, because as a fitness trainer, as an online trainer, an in-person trainer, as a fitness content creator, influencer, whatever you want to label it, there is a tendency to get so caught up in it, so caught up in the platforms, what you're doing, serving your clients, creating new content. What's my new goal, my personal goal? Am I bulking? Am I losing fat? And then we can lose sense of ourselves and we can become very one-dimensional and, dare I say, boring to other people. He's he basically just like works out all day and he has his Tupperware containers and he eats. And that's really about as deep as he goes. Don't be that person. Don't be the person who's like only into your body and fitness and that's fucking everything. And if you have a genuine goal in your heart that you want to be, Mr. Olympia or Mrs. Olympia, do they call it Mrs. Olympia? I don't know. Or, some big freaking, face in the fitness space. I definitely do not consider myself that. I'm just kind of over here sitting on the side. I'm on YouTube, post workouts. But if that's not your goal, then hey, pump the brakes, take a step back and just ask yourself, what else can you do in life? What else can you do that brings you joy, that brings that extra dimension to your one-dimensional self when it comes to your vocation, to your work, what you do to make money? What is something during your day that you do to not make money and to not bring an income that is just purely enjoyable? And let me share my experience with you briefly. In the last 3-4 months, I've intentionally set time aside in my schedule to put more time into my music, into downloading music. When I was in high school, my iTunes library was 20,000 songs. I would download music so much. I don't know if you guys remember LimeWire, BearShare, all these illegal platforms. I've stolen thousands of freaking dollars of music. I'll say it right now. So much, and I enjoy it so freaking much. Now I don't steal music. I pay for it on the platforms like Spotify, iTunes, things like this. But nonetheless, it brings so much joy to me. It's so fun. And I didn't have the time to do it. I didn't have time in my schedule to carve out to do something purely for enjoyment. I'm in my first 2 years of entrepreneurship. Things come up, things come down. Revenue's not always consistent, problems, fires happen, need to put them out. Don't care, it's not worth it. I made time. I created time in my schedule. You don't find it, you make the time. So, what's good? So that's it for today, guys. My conclusion and my ask of you is to sit with yourself, and if you feel in any sense of the word that you are one-dimensional and you don't have anything else, that's okay. First off, you haven't done anything wrong. We all fall into this pattern. So I don't want you to walk away from this video feeling guilty, like so many other people are two-dimensional and I'm just not, I'm one-dimensional. That's fine, but you can take steps to move out of that space, to rediscover a hobby perhaps that you had in the past. If you have to go back to elementary school, what were you doing then? Were you collecting rocks? Maybe you want to collect rocks again. I don't know. And I'm not making light of it, or middle school or high school. So I invite you to comment in the comment section one hobby that you have, assuming that your main thing is either fitness or a job that you have. What is something you do that just brings you pure enjoyment, that you don't make money from, and you literally only do it because it makes you happy? I would love to hear that from you, because as I shared mine here, and I would love to just get a little bit of a dialogue going, because I think it's a really important thing that's not spoken of as much, especially in the online space, when individuals build personal brands and they feel like they have to show up a certain way and they can't show another aspect of themselves. I think it's a tragedy. I think it's really unfortunate, and it doesn't have to be that way. And it doesn't get to be that way going into the future. I think more positive things are coming in the future in the online space, showing more of a holistic side of a human being, which is the truth, and it's honest. And truth and honesty is always the best policy, as they say. Such a cheesy ending. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.